G'day, it's Donna from Australia, and I wanted to hop on today and give you 2 pages of my colour swatch tags for junk journals. And look at all these beautiful colours. They're going to go with so many different styles of journals. It doesn't matter what colour you put on what colour, and I'll show you what I mean as I get through the video. There's 20 colour swatches for you to download. The link's in the description below. I've printed on 100 GSM digital paper. I've printed on 200 GSM white cardstock, and I've printed on Epson Matte paper, 178 GSM, and it's double-sided. All 3 papers printed beautifully. One tip I'll give you, just make sure on your printer settings you choose best quality. So just cut around the outside of all of these tags and then cut through the middle so you separate the top and the bottom line, and then cut out all your individual tags. I just find this a little bit easier to handle. Stacking them in groups of 3, punch a hole in the top left-hand corner. If you're using small brads, use a 1/8 inch hole punch. Because I'm using bigger brads, I'm punching a bigger hole. I'm just using one of my first cards to line up the holes in the rest of the cards so they're in exactly the same place. The brads I'm using are called 𝗬𝗏. They're called stubby because the legs on them are very short, and they're perfect because when I push them through the back, they're not hanging out the sides. You can put as many cards as you like. I've been putting about 3 to 5 per group. You see what I mean by the shorter brads? They work perfectly on these cards. They don't hang out the sides. The good thing about these are you can use them in your journal just plain. You don't have to embellish them. What else you can do? So I've picked these 3 here, and instead of putting them in the pocket, I'm going to use my 1/8 hole punch, and I've picked a sturdy page. You don't pick a flimsy paper. So you can attach your tags directly onto the page. This is such a fun, interactive way to use these little colour swatches. If you haven't got any brads, you can use the same thread that you use to stitch in your journal. So I've just used the same embroidery floss for the stitches and use it on my tags here. And you could even use the swing tag and hang it off your brad as well. There's 20 colours in this printable. You're bound to find a colour that's going to match your journal. You can embellish it however you like. The colours can be similar, they don't have to match. I've used stickers, I've used laces, I've used paper tape, you could use washi. Look at this one here. I've cut the window out, so I had 2 colours the same. I started off with this colour here. I cut the window out of one, and then I put it in my edge punch, and I turned one side of it into a lace. Then I glued it back on to a darker green. I used my number ink stamps, and I love the look of this one. And I can still use the window on something else. Even though I made this to put in my own journal, I really do enjoy sharing the things I make for myself with you. Thanks so much for tuning in with me week after week. I thoroughly enjoy our chats together. Bye for now.